requesting the Honorable Jackson Felix and the Honorable Gail Abunal Gomez, Committee on Women, to prohibit the conduct, permitting, or sponsorship of public events in the city of Naga that mock, humiliate, or denigrate women and LGBTQIA+ persons, and to establish, such as Barakong Magayon or similarly styled events, and to establish clear permitting guidelines, monitoring mechanisms, and sanctions consistent with national law, the city's anti-SOGI ordinance, and the constitutional guarantees of human dignity, equality, and safe spaces. That would be all for the inclusions, Mr. Chairman. May I move for the approval of the order of business?
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Order of business, special business or order. The letter dated October 16, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to enter into, negotiate, and sign a memorandum of agreement with the Department of Labor and Employment, Regional Office Number 5, pertaining to the engagement of government internship program interns in the city government.
Any comment from the members of the council? Yes, Councilor Baldemoro.
Mr. Chair, this pertains to the government internship program by the Department of Labor and Employment that will be deployed here in our city government. So may I move, Mr. Chair, for passage of a resolution authorizing the city mayor to enter into, negotiate, and sign the memorandum of agreement with the Department of Labor and Employment on joint and collective motion.
Joint and collective.
The letter dated October 17, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to enter into, negotiate, and sign a memorandum of agreement with the Department of Social Welfare and Development in relation to the implementation of social pension for indigent senior citizens.
Again, reaction from the members. Councilor Baldemoro.
Thank you again, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, this pertains to the social pension for the indigent senior citizens. So may I move for a passage of a resolution authorizing the city mayor to enter into, negotiate, and sign the memorandum of agreement with the Department of Social Welfare and Development on joint and collective motion.
Again, joint and collective.
The subject matter of the privileged speech of the Honorable Elmer S. Baldemoro with attached resolution, proposed resolution, urgently urging the Department of Health and the Food and Drug Administration to issue administrative orders for the immediate removal of purchase booklet requirement for persons with disability to avail of their statutorily mandated discounts on medicine and medical device purchases.
Again, Councilor Baldemoro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As manifested in my privilege speech, if the senior citizen will no longer required for a purchase booklet, why not the PWD? So may I move, Mr. Chair, together with my senior citizen counterpart, a resolution strongly and urgently urging the Department of Health and the Food and Drug Administration to issue administrative orders for the immediate removal of the purchase booklet requirement for persons with disability to avail their statutorily mandated discounts on medicine and medical device purchases. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The letter dated October 20, 2025 from Mr. Florendo of the MEPO requesting consideration on the annual request of vendors to be allowed to sell during the All Saints and All Souls Day season within the specified dates and time.
Any comment from the members of the council and from the senior citizens? Comment? Yes, Councilor Jokno.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I am wondering whether there is any specific site for them to
How's that
sell
again?
their- I am wondering, Mr. Chair, if there is any specific area where they can sell their.
Okay. Will the Secretariat the question of Councilor Jokno is whether there is a specific area which will be assigned to these vendors. Kindly check the So we have here J. Hernandez Street in front of TH Trading, Abelia, Naga City. And the date, the timeline will be from October 29 to November 1, 2025. Comment from Councilor Aris Bacaraig.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Two things, Mr. Chair. First, about peace and order. There was no assurance that peace and order will be handled by the MEPO. Second, the usual complaint that I am receiving is that after they clear their wares, mga paninda, solid waste issue comes up. Maatiun po, Mr. Chair. And there is also no assurance in the letter that the concern about solid waste will be addressed. So I am opposing the tenor of the letter, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Aris. Reaction from Councilor Jesse Albios.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This representation has been a member of the Committee on Market Affairs during the 13th and 14th Sangguniang Panlungsod. And as stated in the letter, we grant annual approval to this request so that we can give our Nagueños some opportunity for livelihood, income. And with regards to the observation of the Honorable Macaraig, I think the Market Enterprise and Promotions Office through Sermon Florendo can give us assurance that the concerns raised by the Honorable Macaraig can be addressed properly, notwithstanding our assistance to these vendors, Mr. Chair. The request is for the use of area along TH Trading and the corner of Abelia Street. I think this was discussed during one of the committee hearings of the Committee on Market Affairs by Sermon Florendo, and regularly on an annual basis we grant permission to this matter, to this request, Mr. Chair. So
in other words, you are saying that the Market Affairs Office or the, how do you call that, the Naga City
Market Enterprise
Public
and Promotions
Market Management is giving the assurance that the fears expressed by Councilor Aris Macaraig won't happen.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we can attach in the approval a note that the MEPO can assure the that the solid waste management can be duly contained.
That
Also-
the peace and order will be there, and after the activity, there will be a cleanup.
Yes, Mr. Chair, considering that today is already October 21 and the request date
And
is-
you are basing your remarks from the pronouncements of Mr. Mon Florendo himself?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I think we can make request and directive to the MEPO with regards to the two concerns of the Honorable Makaray.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Albios. Councilor Baldemoro?
Mr. Chair, I am looking to the endorsement of the city mayor, and it says it is priority on the last part of the letter.
Kindly move the...
It says that it's priority,
Priority.
and signed by the mayor. My proposal, Mr. Chair, with the opposition of the Honorable Macaraig and the pronouncement of the Honorable Albius, may we temporarily defer this item and invite Mr. Mon Florendo?
Okay. Kindly make the formal motion.
May I move, Mr. Chair, to defer temporarily this matter and to invite Mr. Mon Florendo of MEPO.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. The Secretariat is directed to invite Mr. Ramon Florendo to attend the session today.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Next item, please.
The letter dated October 20, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to enter into, negotiate, and sign the Memorandum of Agreement with WeSolve Foundation Incorporated and the Local Governments for Sustainability Southeast Asia Incorporated for the implementation of the Safe and Sound Cities Program Phase 2.
Any comments? Kindly adjust this particular. Comment?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Jefferson Felix.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The city government of Naga has been in partnership with WeSolve Foundation for almost 3 years already, Mr. Chair, and this partnership in the Phase 1 has been instrumental for the construction of the Youth Innovation Hub at the White Room sa digdi po sa City Hall compound. And si pag-fund din po, Mr. Chair, kang 3 youth innovation projects, namely si Skatopia po itong pagpaayos kang Naga City Skate Park. Next po itong Flow-Mo, and then itong lights camera action. Ito po mga smart CCTVs along Liboton and sa may J. Hernandez Avenue. And for this, Mr. Chair, under this memorandum of agreement, ang hinagad malang digdi, Mr. Chair, for the Phase 2 is that we formalize the partnership until 2028, and for the city government to identify 3 permanent officers, namely Mr. Rayan Rentoy from the city mayor's office, also 1 senior officer from the CPDO, and another staff who will serve as a project assistant for the youth innovation programs, Mr. Chair. And as of now, Mr. Chair, the SK Federation is also in partnership with WeSolve para mas ma-solve ta po si mga youth concerns po dito sa Naga. So,
Okay, so can you make a final motion?
yes, Mr. Chair. With this, Mr. Chair, I move that we pass a resolution authorizing the city mayor to enter into, negotiate, and sign the memorandum of agreement with WeSolve Foundation Incorporated and Local Governments for Sustainability Southeast Asia Incorporated. So I move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Next item, please.
The letter dated October 20, 2025, of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for the passage of a resolution authorizing the City Legal Office to establish a replenishable petty cash fund in the amount of 30,000 pesos.
The Chairman of the Committee on Appropriations, Councilor Baldimoro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I am in support of this proposition. However, I just want to check whether the disbursing officer is a permanent. Second, igwa po ba siya he is banded for us to issue a authorization for the petty cash. So may I
Again, request the presence here of a member of the City Treasurer's Office,
no, Mr. Chair, from the City Legal Office or from
City
Legal Office?
Legal Office.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so in the meantime, we will defer discussion of this particular item.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Next item, please.
The letter dated October 17, 2025 of the City Treasurer, duly noted by the Honorable City Mayor, requesting for the passage of a resolution authorizing Ms. Cecilia Bacolo, Assistant City Treasurer, to sign for and on behalf of the city transactions involving withdrawals from, endorsements of, negotiations of checks and accounts with the city government existing depository banks.
An assistant city treasurer had been appointed, so any member of the council who wishes to come up with a necessary resolution? Yes, Councilor Frank Mendoza.
A simple administrative matter, delegating certain authority to an assistant. So, allow me to move for the passage of a resolution authorizing the newly appointed Assistant City Treasurer, Ms. Cecilia A. Bacolo, to sign for and in behalf of the City Government of Naga transactions involving withdrawals from, endorsement of, negotiations of checks, and accounts with the city government's existing depository bank. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Unfinished business, the committee report of the Oversight Committee held on October 15, 2024.
May I request Councilor Elmer Baldimoro to temporarily preside over the session. I will deliver the report.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, may I manifest pertaining to this report?
Yes, please.
Yes. Mr. Chair, I think it is not a committee reporting. It is just a minutes of the Oversight Committee. Since we convert in the Oversight Committee hearing, we are a committee, the Sangguniang Panlungsod is already a committee of the whole. So there is no need to report what transcribed in the Oversight Committee hearing. So my proposition is, instead of a committee report, it is just a minutes of the Oversight Committee hearing.
I think I agree with you. I will not vacate my seat. We will just provide the members with hard copies of this report.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Mendoza?
I understand the Chair is ready to render a report. Let's remember that when we deliver a privileged speech, we also address the public, not only the ones here in the chamber. We say to all those viewing the session, etc., etc. Now, that means that the proceedings of this council is open to the public. Bako man lang sa tuya. So I believe that rendering this report would be promotive of our policy of transparency and accountability. I don't see any problem rendering a report. Besides, that is the format of committee reports. We have a roll call, proceedings, and then a recommendation. If there is no recommendation, so be it. I believe, Mr. Chair, that we can proceed with the report as you had originally intended in the interest of transparency and accountability.
Yeah, thank you, Councilor Mendoza. That's your point, that's your stand. But I agree with Councilor Baldimoro. We will just give all members of the regular council and the senior citizens copies of this report. Yes, Councilor Aris Macaraig.
I agree with both, Mr. Chair. The sentiment of Councilor Baldimoro and Councilor Mendoza. That is why I would like to propose a separate idea. Maybe we can remind the public also that this report should be available in the website for their perusal, Mr. Chair. Whichever motion you wishes to agree with. We need this report in the website so they can have
Yes,
it.
I
Thank
agree
you, Mr.
with
Chair.
Councilor Aris that we can post this report in the Sangguniang Panlungsod website. Mr. Secretary, please take note.
Yes.
Councilor Baldimoro?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Sayang mangkuta na makaka-preside ako. But then, Mr. Chair, just want this report be improper. As practice in the previous Sangguniang, we just made minutes of what transcribed in the Oversight Committee. However, Mr. Chair, the minutes should be read para day man sinasabing day tababasahon ko niyan. Basahon si minutes on the disposition isabi kung ano ang napag-ulayan on the committee, not just furnish a copy of all the members para since ang oversight committee day naging live through Facebook, so maaraman kang public what were transcribed during the committee hearing, and then we approve yung minutes of the oversight committee hearing.
So what's your stand now?
Mr. Chair, instead of you to report, just to read the minutes of the Oversight Committee hearing, including its disposition, para ang public maaraman kung ano sinaging disposition of the committee.
Councilor Baldimoro, this is a rather lengthy report.
No, Mr. Chair, just to report the disposition.
Okay, so who will do the reporting?
The secretary should read.
Mr. Chair.
So you don't want me to get off my seat, huh? Okay, so yes, Councilor Mendoza.
Mr. Chair, I think there is now a unity in opinion that the report should be rendered. Whether it's be done by the Secretary or by the Chair, it doesn't really matter. What is important is that we render a report of that proceedings.
Okay, I am directing the Secretary to read the report. And also, please take note of the suggestion of Councilor Aris Macaraig that this report should be posted on the website of the Sangguniang Panlungsod. You can just proceed to the disposition.
May I request for acknowledgement of the report, Mr. Chair?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The Oversight Committee hearing was held on October 15, 2025, and it appears that there was a quorum with the regular Sangguniang and the senior citizen Sangguniang. For the business for the day, the annual audit report on the City of Naga for the year 2025 submitted by the Commission on Audit. There was a lengthy deliberation. As a matter of fact, there are around 38 facts and findings. But to shorten the report, Your Honors, may I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair? After lengthy and careful discussion on the matter, on motion of Honorable David Casper Nathan A. Serio, seconded by Honorable Jesse R. Albius and Honorable Melvin Ramon G. Binafe, the committee resolved to pass a resolution urging the City Mayor to create a special task force to prepare and implement an action plan addressing the COA observations and recommendations, and to include at least 3 members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod in the said task force.
So move.
We already approved this during the committee hearing as a committee of the whole. So there's no need to approve this in this session.
Precisely. I discussed this matter with the city mayor yesterday. We had a closed-door meeting yesterday. And although she informed me that she had already created a special task force, but then the mayor would still be open to our proposal of coming up with a task force with at least 3 members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod as part of that entity. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Councilor Gail Abunal Gomez.
Yes, Mr. Chair, just on the process of reporting the Oversight Committee report, I did some research, Mr. Chair. So ordinarily, the Oversight Committee report is reported by the chairperson or any member designated by the chairperson. It needs to be reported, Mr. Chair, for formal adoption of the Sangguniang. So therefore, there still has to be a motion and it should be seconded for approval of the body, Mr. Chair.
Okay, if that's the case, kindly make the formal motion now.
I was not the one who read the... Mr. Chair, in addition, Mr.
Please
Chair...
don't make things more complicated. You can make the,
Yes,
the
Mr.
final
Chair.
motion now.
In addition, Mr. Chair, perhaps we can make some amendments, not too soon, on the rules, Mr. Chair, because all these procedures are not written in black and white in our rules pertaining to the Oversight Committee, Mr. Chair. Just so we are guided, Mr. Chair. So maybe we can have an unwritten rule right now based on this discussion. So
Yes, precisely. I think I agree with you that we need to come up with certain amendments, certain additional provisions in the rules of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, the 15th Sangguniang Panlungsod. I fully agree with you, Councilor Gail Abunal Gomez. And to cut off further complications, I request you to come up with the motion.
So there has been, Mr. Chairman, I then move that we approve as a plenary the disposition for this particular Oversight Committee hearing, Mr. Chair. So move.
Any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Next
Mr.
slide,
Chair.
please. Yes, Councilor Aris.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The presence of Attorney Nina and Attorney Lianyo is here. I move for the suspension of the rules, Mr. Chair.
The rules are suspended. And we also wish to acknowledge the presence of the Market Superintendent, Mr. Ramon Florendo. So we will go back to item number
Item number 4 of the special business.
4 of the SBO. Mr. Mon Florendo first. Yes, Councilor Aris Macaraig.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, sir. My concern is about peace and order and the solid waste management of the activity. I did not see any proposal or assurance that the concern about peace and order and solid waste will be attended by the office. Usually po nahiling ko mayong nakaposte na bantay. Second, pagharali ka tao, maati po ang lugar. Not every time, but it always happens. And nakaabot po kaya sa kuya ang reklamo. And so I'm pointing this out that the request for the activity, for the permit, be accompanied by an assurance na pirmi pong may nakaposte for peace and order. And after the activity, mayo ka pong masasabing malinig talaga ang lugar. These assurances we did not see here. That's why I am opposing the application, sir.
Can you address the concerns raised by Councilor Aris Macaraig, Mr. Mon Florendo?
I appreciate po itong observation po. I think that is partly valid. I would say partly because much as we wish to cover ini pong mga area na pigo-propose kaining mga vendors na mga partly mga easement po ini tinampo. Plus igwa po kamong pigo-govern na mga vending areas in Igualdad, in J. Hernandez. Talaga pong lagadi po si Samoy mga guards. And that is the reason why in the previous committee hearings, I was enjoining the Public Safety Office and our partner PNP na tabangan po kami. Much as we understand the plight of our vendors, talaga pong labi-labi man ang pagtiyos, although I was telling them, ano man niya ako pati niya ako itong panindakan mga paraburak, gusto pa niya ako nindong partly mabawasan man si sa indang kita. Taigwa po kami dumaning area for fresh flower vendors. Medyo nga ni po heated si discussion pero sabi ninda, aram mo kaya ngayon sir, tataanan mo yung pagkakataon ng oportunidad na makadagdag. So, while I understand that, pero totoo po yan, nagko-compound po itong social problem na itong ati, plus itong pag-control po ka itong traffic management. But we will try our best po to address po itong sa indong concern po, Councilor Aris. And I will, nagmi-meeting man po kami ngunyan Mancom with the co-auditors ngunyan sa PAGCOR. I'll be talking with si Rene Gumba. Although maaduan si PNP, I will just request Rene Gumba to cover, to invite the PNP, uniformed police officers na magtabang po sa security tabi, Councilor.
So in other words, Mr. Florendo, you are assuring Councilor Aris Macaraig that you can address the two major concerns he stated a while ago.
I have stated po partly because na po kaya kung kami sana, I have only a few market guards. Ang tabi vice, I will enjoin Rene Gumba to help us in terms of security. And ito pong mga ati, I will also inform Architect Mamansag, kataid ko po ngunyan duman na tabangan po kami. On that specific period, I think that is from October 28 up to November 2 po, tabi, Vice. Opo.
So, we may as well invite Mr. Monflorendo. Ano? Mr.
Rene Gumba.
Rene Gumba to the session. Yes, Councilor Aris.
Mr.
Garay.
Chair, I just raised this concern, but I believe in the capacity of the good head of the MEPO that he will coordinate the efforts of peace and order, traffic, and solid waste with the proper offices. I'm just making this emphasis because it might be overtaken also by events. That every time this is a
So we don't have to invite Mr. Gumba.
no more, Mr. This is a major event for the city because actually this will invite hundreds of people in that particular area. Disaster might happen. I feel assured with the words, Mr. Chair, and I will follow up from time to time. Thank you.
So at least kindly
I'm withdrawing
assure
my
us that you will
objection.
be discussing this matter with Mr. Gumba. Reaction, Councilor Mendoza?
Just a query to Mr. Monflorento. Isa pang matter rin na dyan, number one. Number two, ano ang epekto kendo sa mga paratinda ng burak dyan sa market? Si mga dati na nagtitinda. And is that scheme acceptable o may resistance in that?
Actually, may man po akong na-receive na opposition duman po sa Press Flowers. Taigwa man po sinang lugar. Kaya lang, ang sinasabi ko duman sa mga may mga ini pong mga groups na ini, di man niya ako nindo kabiyo na. Because pag nagreklamo na niya ako ining legitimate na press flower vendors digdi sa market, baka niya ako totalmenting mawarang kamo. Niya ako, hinay-hinay lang niya ako. Pag sinabi niya ako nitong baldi-baldi lang, di baldi-baldi lang. Baka po mas lalong mainganyar sinda, baka itong gabos ng season na kaipuhan na magtinda ng flowers, baka sakupo na ninda. In fact po, talagang ang pig-request lang ninda ining Todos Los Santos sa itong February. Pero itong Mother's Day celebration, Father's Day, Grandparents' Day, tanatirinda man yan burak. Niya ako, di naman nindo niya ako hagado na magtirinda pa kamo. Because that is tantamount of slowly taking away the business of the fresh flower section. I think that is our job po na to regulate. Kung data po i-regulate, baka yung ani po yan ang sakuyang kinakaaditan po.
Follow-up question from Councilor Mendoza.
The same question, mga taga-say ng matinda.
Ang igwa po ng grupong inot po itong Seasonal Vending Association po, mga taga-market yan. Ikaduwa, igwa man po ng mga taga-triangulo. Ano? Tapos may mga, partly may mga taga-abelya. Plus ito pong, itong duman sa may corner ng Igualdad and Abelya, ito po mga vendors dumaning kakanin na sabi ko, ano man niya ako tamatinda pa kamong bura? Kakanin ba nga ako kamo? Ang sinasabi ninda, ngayon sir, baka nalilingaw ka, taon-taon na tutugutan naman ngaya kami. O di sige niya ako, basta niya akong baldi-baldi, and you will not position yourself duman sa tinampo. Ito lang kadikit na isment. Tabi, Councilor Frank.
Okay, Councilor Mendoza. Councilor Diokno.
Yes, Mr. Chair, question. Are these I will oppose if these vendors will sell flowers and they are not member of the Flower Vendors Association of Naga. Are they all members of the vendors Flower Growers Association?
Dai po. Mga bago po ining mga separate group po tabi ni sir na nagpo-propose. Although, talaga po nagpo-position na sindaligdi ining sa tungod kan TH. Tapos yan po sinasabi ko mga prakakanin diyan sa corner ning Abelya and J. Hernandez na gusto man magtinda diyan sa isment ito mga baldi-balde. As I have mentioned, mayo man po ning opposition po itong press flower vendors. Normally po, sindaman si may prime location duman sa likod po kang G. Hernandez sa People's Mall, duman po sa Barisbis kang People's Mall.
Any other comment? Yes, Councilor Nathan Serio.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Finally, nailing mo ko. Been raising my hands, subago pa. Nagsisit-sit na nga niya ako. Anyway, salamat sa Diyos. Pero may po kitang nagtataoning ganan sa mga saradit na paratinda. Ever since. Kanto pa kay paglaw ko sa City Hall, Mayor Jessel Bredo pa. Pero may suporta sa mga saradit na paratinda. Malata, paski portion kang mga public spaces. Pigpupundo ta, pig-alokar ta para sa inda para makapagtinda sila. Pero gusto kong mahiling mga Mr. Chairman, and I think may relasyon sa concern ni na pig-raise bago ni Councilor Aris, si Kalinigan, na sarungan sa concern na pig-raise. Garo baga, nagtataw kitang benepisyo, pero hanapon taman si obligasyon ka ni mga taong ini. Naglaog sinda dyan malinig, tultul, paghali sinda, dapat malinig man giraray. Bagong trabaho na lang pirmi kang market office, kang iba pang opisina, kang City Hall. Takon ang mga tatawan taning tabang, tapos puro sa nang isip benepisyo, tapos ba sindang obligasyon sa sosyedad. Pig-alokaran tang malinig na lugar, tultul, paghali nila, dapat malinig man yan. Tultul manggiraray. Yan lang sa kuyang posisyon.
Reaction? Mr. Mon Florendo?
Mabulos po tabi, Councilor Nathan. I think bago man po yan mag-prosesyon, we will be calling their officers to reiterate po itong in fact po, ang sabi mi sa inda, tabangan niya ako nindo na kamo mismo ipulis nindo ang ranks nindo. In terms of security and in terms of cleanliness. Nire-require mi po yan na niya ko kung mayo ka mong sigid sa kudas pandemic ka mo tutugutan. Reiterating our concern on cleanliness and sanitation. Taday man pwedeng kita na sana po magpara linig kan sa indang kalat. Especially, yan po, magarayat yan ng mga dahon, ng mga burak, si mga stem. Dapat po talaga igwasinda ng designated na darang basurahan plus ito pong paglinig every night or every moment na igwa po tabi ng ati Councilor Nathan. Salamat po sa pagirundo.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Monferrando. You still have another question, Councilor Mendoza?
One final comment, Mr. Chair. Ang mga yaon sa market na mga stallholders, kuminsan nadidiharan sinda. Halimbawa, dyan sa mga segunda mano, may mga tindahan man kitang segunda mano, pero tinutugod at na magtirinda ang iba sa luwas. Ini pang opportunity na si mga nagtitinda ng burak sa public market, talagang, kumbaga, makita man sinda. So I would propose, kung pwede sa market office, na we give the first opportunity duman sa mga paratinda na ng burak sa market na mag-locate duman sa areang tataan. Kung may matada, saka tayo open sa iba. In fairness man duman sa nagabayad arkila, nagabayad buwis. As in, nag-aasa sila, nangunyan makuta sila makita ng gulpi.
Yes, Mr. Montlorendo.
Tama po tabi yan, Councilor Frank. In fact, pigtatanan mi nga pong priority si mga cut flower planters ta diyan sa upland, ano? Duman mi po sinda pinapaposisyon sa Padian Underpass. Ito mga baldi-baldi, mga may edad na po pati yan para dahil manyako kamo mauranan o mainitan, ano? And as I have mentioned po, ito pong press flower vendors ta, may priority man po talaga sinda duman sa Barisbi sa likod. Iwa po si talaga sindang location. Kaya lang, may mga vendors talaga na gusto man mag-position duman niya ako. Di naman niya ako mag-position dyan. And that is the reason why po, naghanap man sinda ni mga location, niya ako, magrayo-rayo niya ako kamudigdi. Tanya ako, you are directly competing with the rule na nako din indo pagsakupon ang tinampo. Pag sinabi niya ako nindong ismed sana, kadikit sana, ang ititinda nindo, bako niya kung bulto-bulto na mapadangwa ka mo, ma-deliver ka mo ning bulto-bultong kanakol ng burak niya ko. You are taking away the business man kayo ni Samuyang Press Flower. Pagko-consider mo tabi ang councilor, Frank, be assured na dahil po kita matugot na mawaran nining hanap buhay ini pong mga lihitimo tang vendors and storeholders sa loob po Naga City People's Mall.
I think Mr. Florendo has answered all the questions and comments, and we are ready to make the final motion. Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
Given the discussion, I move, Mr. Chair, that we pass a resolution favorably approving the request of the market office as endorsed by the city mayor, subject to the concerns of Councilors Nathan and Councilors Aris, as well as my concern that we do not disadvantage those existing cut flower vendors in the public market. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Mabalos po.
Thank you, Mr. Mon Florendo. We also wish to acknowledge the presence of Attorney Lianyo, Attorney Crismund Lianyo of the City Legal Office. We go back to item number
Number 6, Mr. Chair.
6.
The request for Peticas Fund.
Yes.
So good morning po, Mr. Chair, and
Good morning, Attorney
and to
Lianyo.
all the members of this august body. In relation po duman, Mr. Chair, sa request po ng Satuyang City Mayor to designate one of our employees, one of our permanent bonded employees po, Mr. Rene Boy Rivera. This is due to the urgency po of our need to process the transactions involving the city, involving the purchases of the city of properties. Actually, ano po, Mr. Chair, may mga properties po na from the last administration pa po na purchase, and we are still in the process of processing such transactions. So we are desperately in need po of the petty cash fund. Rest assured po na si Mr. Rivera, bonded po siya, and also he is a permanent employee. Actually, he was previously assigned to the Bicol Central Station as its revenue clerk. So tiglipat lang po sa opisina mi.
So, Attorney Lianyo, you are assuring us that there will be no complication here?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. Councilor Mendoza.
Clarification lang, Mr. Chair. The Attorney Lianyo mentioned about past administration obligations.
Yes po.
Will the Peticas Fund be used to pay obligations of the previous city legal office?
Yes po. Actually, may mga previous transactions po ang city, Konsi, na up until now, they pa po na pa-process from the time po ni former Mayor Ligacion. Actually, may mga properties po na involving ini pong Satuyang road widening sa Del Rosario, Cararayan. There are a few property owners there na actually ako po ang pirming tig-follow upan. And ang sinasabi ko is we are working on it na maasikaso na.
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
But the Peticas will not be used to pay for the properties.
No po.
They will
No.
be used to pay for filing fees.
Yes po.
Okay.
Filing fees and si Konsi, si mga dapat pong mabayadan na fees sa BIR.
Are the fees not exceeding 15,000?
I think not po. I think
Okay.
not po.
So
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
with that, Mr. Chair, I move that we pass a resolution authorizing the creation of a Peticas Fund with the City Legal Office, subject to compliance with the regulations of the Commission on Audit.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Thank you, Councilor.
Thank you.
No. Thank you, Attorney Lianyo.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you to the honorable members of this august body. Thank you po.
The rules are restored.
The letter dated October 13, 2025, Attorney Paul John Barosa, PIDAW Head, submitting his report on existing livelihood programs for persons with disability in Naga City as requested by the Sangguniang Panlungsod.
So this is the report on the state of the PWD. Councilor Baldimoro?
Mr. Chair, it arrives from the committee hearing of the Committee on Social Development to require the PDAW head to submit the livelihood program for PWD. So we just take note of this matter, Mr. Chair.
We take note of the report submitted by Attorney P.J. Barosa. Next item,
The
please.
letter dated October 14, 2025 of Mr. Rene F. Gomba, PSO head, submitting the report and recommendations on the request for additional units of a special franchise for Trimobile for hire in Barangay Carolina.
Any reaction from the chairman of the Committee on Transport, Councilor Omar Buenafe?
Mr. Chair, we may refer this to the Committee on Transport for deliberation in the committee hearing.
We will refer this to the Committee,
Committee on
on Transport.
Transport, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you.
The
Next
proposed ordinance of Honorable Francisco M. Mendoza, amending ordinance number 2022-036 or the 2022 revised Naga City Children's Welfare Code to align its funding provision with RA number 9344 or the Juvenile Justice and Welfare Act.
Will this be on third and final reading?
That ordinance, Mr. Chair, is now on third and final reading. Amendments were made during the report of the committee, and the amendments were already integrated into that report. With that, Mr. Chair, I move that we approve that ordinance
Yes.
on third and final reading.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Parliamentary inquiry, Mr. Chair. In our agenda, we have this nominal voting,
Yes.
and I asked about that, the purpose of nominal voting, and it was explained to me by Honorable Elmer Baldimoro that it is equivalent to third reading. But nominal voting actually means that each councilor would have to explain his or her vote. So I'm a bit, again, perplexed about that rule. Maybe we can include that in the amendments of the
Yeah,
rules.
precisely, because I was asking about that too. Because in the House of Representatives, on the third and final reading, each member of the House will be asked to vote and then explain the vote if he or she wishes to explain the vote. So we will again tackle that particular provision or the lack of the provision in the rules of the 15th Sangguniang Panlungsod, because I'm a bit perplexed too. Na we will just move, and then if it's duly seconded and nobody objected, the ordinance is approved. So we may as well check again the rules. Thank you, Councilor Mendoza.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
The letter dated October 15, 2025, Honorable City Mayor, returning ordinance number 2025-068, approving the inclusion in the budget of the CDRRMC and its inclusion in the annual investment plan, the amount of 4.280 million to fund the Naga City Risk Reduction Management programs, projects, and activities, with information that third veto of the said ordinance is due to error in determination of actual fund balance.
Reaction from the chairman of the Committee on Appropriations, Councilor Baldimoro.
Mr. Chair, The said proposition, Mr. Chair, emanate from the City Mayor's office. Why she is vetoing the proposed measure. May I suggest, Mr. Chair, just to rectify the proposed, the approved ordinance. In fact, Mr. Chair, there is a veto since the mayor already signed and approved the said ordinance. We should just rectify the said ordinance, Mr. Chair.
How do we rectify that particular ordinance? Shall we refer this back to the committee?
No, Mr. Chair. To return this matter to the city mayor and inform us on those matters that should be rectified.
Okay, so I think, yes, Councilor Mendoza?
With that proposal, Mr. Chair, may I also add that we received, okay, they submit to us the amended City Development, City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Plan, Program, Investment Plan, because that is required by the Commission on Audit.
Okay, kindly make the final motion, Councilor Baltimoro, with the inclusion of the proposal made by the Honorable Mendoza.
May I move, Mr. Chair, to request to the city mayor to submit again to the Sangguniang Panlungsod the rectify request pertaining to the approval of the CDRRM fund to include also the suggestion of the Honorable Mendoza. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The proposed resolution of the Honorable David Casper Nathan A. Serio, authorizing the Honorable City Mayor to initiate and enter into a sister city agreement with the city of Cáceres, province of Extremadura, Spain.
Councilor Nathan Serio.
May I request that we defer temporarily the consideration of this legislative proposal. This is part of the report of the Committee on External Relations, which is item 9 of unfinished business.
Okay, so we will defer discussion of this matter. Councilor Omar Benafe.
Mr. Chair, this is pending in the Committee on Internal Relations. So we require the proponent to revise his proposed resolution. He's now submitting this. So we will continue the deliberation of the Committee on Internal Relations regarding this matter, Mr. Chair.
Reaction, Councilor Serio?
That's why I request deferment. I agree with the chairman of the Committee on External Relations. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next item, please.
The letter dated October 14, 2025 of Director Trigino B. Ilano, ICT Industry Development Bureau, containing his comments and recommendations on the proposed Naga City Artificial Intelligence Governance and Advancement Ordinance.
Artificial intelligence. Yes, Councilor Aris.
This is in response to the committee request for comments to the proposed ordinance of Honorable Felix. So may we refer this letter to the Committee on Information and Technology, Mr. Chair.
So this letter will be referred to the Committee on Technology. Next item,
The
please.
joint report of the Committees on Laws and Ordinances, Social Development, Peace and Order, held on October 10, 2025.
Who will be rendering the report? Joint Committee report.
Absent ako kayo. Absent ako kayo. Social development. Ayaw na po.
Who will be? So it's Councilor Rosales.
It's the other report where I was absent. Mr. Chairman, there was a quorum in this committee hearing. So may I proceed to the first item?
Your report has not been acknowledged.
May I request acknowledgement of this report?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
For the first item, Mr. Chairman, the proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Francisco M. Mendoza, deputizing the barangay treasurers of the City of Naga as collectors of Plazada fees from vendors operating without a mayor's permit, providing for a revenue sharing mechanism and for other purposes. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to request the proponent to present the proposed ordinance to the Liga ng mga Barangay and direct the Secretariat to furnish the following offices with the proposed ordinance and for them to comment within 10 days upon receipt: the Public Works and Highways, the Land Registration Office, the PNP, the Highway Patrol Group, the PSO, and the City Treasurer's Office. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The second item is a proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Wilfredo Jude Jocno and City Youth Councilors Angelina Balatero and Alexandria Rego, mandating the installation of tactile paving in the Naga City Hall compound, the Naga City General Hospital, plazas, and public transport terminals to ensure accessibility for persons with visual impairment. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to request the Persons with Disability Affairs Office to provide the proponent with the list of their inputs made during the hearing for the proponent's reference and await the revised proposed ordinance incorporating all inputs made during the hearing. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The third item is the proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Melvin Ramon Buenafe, authorizing qualified barangay tannods to augment the Public Safety Office as traffic enforcers. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to direct the Secretariat to furnish a copy of the proposed ordinance to the 27 barangays for their comments and request the proponent to conduct a consultation meeting on the proposed ordinance with the members of the Liga. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The fourth item is a proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Jesse Albius requiring operators, owners, and proprietors of restaurants, fast food restaurants, canteens, food courts, bars, and similar establishments operating within Naga City to provide free drinking water to their customers. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to await the revised copy of the proposed ordinance incorporating the inputs made during the said hearing. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Councilor Rosales.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Melvin Ramon Buenafe, rationalizing the registration and use of e-bikes or micro-mobility vehicles in the city, amending for the purpose ordinance number 2023-030, requiring the registration of e-bikes in the city of Naga.
Councilor Omar Buenafe.
Mr. Chair, this is a proposed ordinance that is being submitted only now, and I request, Mr. Chair, that it be assigned to the Committee on Transport.
Okay, so we will refer this back to the Committee on Transport.
The report of the Committee on External Relations.
The Committee on External Relations. Who will be doing the report?
Mr. Chair, I will allow my counterpart, senior citizen counterpart, Honorable Jose Ilo, to render the committee report.
Okay.
May I request that he be allowed, Mr. Chair?
May I request acknowledge the report of the Committee on External Affairs?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The Committee on External Relations conducted its hearing on October 15 and there was a quorum. May I proceed to item number 1? proposed ordinance authored by Honorable Ben Ramon G. Buenafe, institutionalizing the participation or representation of the city government of Naga in all relevant major and significant regional events in national invitations to further promote in general welfare of the city of Naga. May I proceed to this position?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to return the proposed ordinance institutionalizing the duty of local government officials of Naga City to promote the city through participation in significant regional, national, or international events that benefit the socio-economic, cultural, educational, sports, tourism, security, and public safety interests of Naga City. So I move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
May I
Any
proceed
objection?
to-
There being none, the motion is approved.
May I proceed to item number 2? Proposed resolution authored by Honorable David Casper Nathan A. Serio, authorizing the city mayor to initiate and enter into a sister city agreement with the city of Cáceres, province of Extremadura, Spain. May I proceed to
Yes,
this
please.
motion, Mr. Chair? On motion of Honorable David Casper Nathan A. Serio, duly seconded by Honorable Felix and Mr. Santo Domingo, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod the passage of a resolution authorizing the city mayor to initiate and enter into a sister city agreement with the city of Cáceres, province of Extremadura, Spain, as amended, to include the National Historical Commission of the Philippines as one of the recipients. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? Joint and collective? Next item, please. Have you finished your report? Councilor Jose Ilo, have you finished your report?
Mr. Chair, earlier we moved that the resubmitted proposed ordinance be referred back to the Committee on External Relations for further deliberations, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so the report has been completed.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, City Councilor Jose Ilo of the Senior Citizens.
The report of the Committee on Land Use,
Committee on Land Use,
Honorable Venab.
headed by Councilor Jesse Albios.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. May I request acknowledgement of the report of the Committee on Land Use.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The committee hearing was held on October 16, 2025, and only one item was tackled. Letter dated May 9, 2025 of the City Planning and Development of Coordinator with reference to the application of Mr. Aldrin Bichara for rezoning of their parcel of land located at Barangay Tinago, Naga City from high-density residential zone into commercial use, submitting their observation and technical evaluation and their recommendation for approval of the same. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Considering that all documentary requirements have been duly complied with no objection registered during the public hearing, and upon recommendation of the City Planning and Development Office, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod the approval of the rezoning application of Mr. Ken Aldrin Bichara for the reclassification of his parcel of land located at Barangay Tinago, this city, from a high-density residential zone to a commercial zone. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection?
None.
There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends the report, Mr. Chair. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you, Councilor Jesse Albios.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
just manifestation. we are approving reclassification of properties based on completeness of documents. I believe what is more important is whether the new use, the new classification of the property is consistent with existing, with the surroundings of that property. In relation to that, Mr. Chair, we have a pending ordinance wherein spot reclassification would not be allowed because that enables inconsistencies in land use. That is just a comment, Mr. Chair.
Manifestation. And do you have any reaction, Chairman of the Land Use?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. We manifested that to the City Planning and Development Office that we have a pending proposed ordinance prohibiting spot classification, and this representation is a co-sponsor to the proposed ordinance.
Okay, thank you. Next item.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Nathan Sergio. Okay.
Yan na.
Committee on Housing and Settlements, headed by the Honorable Jesse Albios.
Mr. Chairman, may I request acknowledgement of the report of the Committee on Housing and Settlements.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The committee hearing was held on October 16, 2025, and there was a quorum. The only matter tackled is undated letter of Alfredo San Juan, President San Isidro de Labrador Urban Poor Association, addressed to the city mayor requesting for certain facilities to be installed in their community. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable Wilfredo Jude A. Jukno, duly seconded by Honorable Serio, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod the referral of this matter to the City Legal Office in coordination with the Housing and Settlements Development Office for the preparation and submission of a step-by-step report outlining the appropriate course of action to address the request of the San Isidro Labrador Urban Poor Association. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Resolved further on motion of the Honorable David Casper Nathan Serio, duly seconded by Honorable Jokno, the committee resolved to direct the HSDO to facilitate the transfer of title of the property located in situ Iwid, Barangay Balatas, Naga City, intended as the site for the Rioville subdivision within 60 days. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends the report. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you, Councilor Jesse Albios. Next.
The letter dated October 14, 2025 from the Naga City Police Office submitting their inputs, comments, and recommendations on proposed ordinance establishing the Naga City Safety and Resiliency CCTV program with citywide monitoring covering crime-prone, traffic congestion-prone, flood-prone, and fire-prone areas.
Comment? Councilor Omar Bonafé.
Mr. Chair, this matter is pending in the Committee on Disaster Risk Reduction Management jointly with the Committee on Peace and Order. And may I request, Mr. Chair, that it would be referred back to the said committees.
So we are referring this back to the committee. Next item, please.
The letter dated October 17, 2025 from the City Legal Office transmitting for appropriate deliberation their comments and recommendations of the proposed draft ordinance relating to agricultural machinery.
Councilor Mendoza.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I move that the same be referred to the Committee on Agriculture?
Committee on Agriculture.
The report of the Committee on People Empowerment and Good Governance.
Mr. Chair, the Honorable Nilda de Guzman, my counterpart, will render the report.
Okay. Madam Councilor de Guzman will be rendering the report.
The Honorable Vice Mayor and members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod City of Naga and the city official senior citizens counterpart. Good morning.
Good morning.
For the Committee on People Empowerment, Mr. Chair, may I request acknowledgement on this report?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The meeting was held on October 17, 2025. There was a quorum. There were two matters discussed. The first item was letter dated September 29, 2025 from Ms. Yudeza A. Rakadag, President of Camarines Sur Multipurpose Cooperative, signifying their intention to apply for accreditation for membership in the Sangguniang Panlungsod. May I go to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The motion of Honorable Alan Risi Macaraig duly seconded by Honorable De Guzman, Honorable Corod, and Ms. Mapa, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod the approval of the application for accreditation of the Camarines Sur Multipurpose Cooperative as a civil society organization, subject to the submission of the list of Naga City members and the required barangay certification. Mr. Chair, this document are already submitted by the applicant. So move.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Item number 2, proposed ordinance authored by Honorable Alan Ruiz C. Macaraig and City Youth Councilor Juan Angelo P. Pacau, co-authored by Honorable Jill G. Rosales, prohibiting affixing elected local government officials of Naga City in affixing or installing their names, logos, images, and or branding on publicly funded projects, programs, signages, and government-issued document. May I go to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of Honorable Alan Ruiz Macaraig, duly seconded by Honorable Corod, Honorable De Guzman and Ms. Mapa, and Honorable De La Cruz, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod the approval on second reading of the proposed ordinance prohibiting elected local government officials of Naga City from affixing or installing their names, logos, images, and or other forms of personal branding on publicly funded projects, programs, signages, and government-issued documents.
This is on second reading. Comments from the members of the council and from the members of the senior citizens group? Yes, Councilor Rosales.
The Honorable Aris Macaraig should be here to present the proposed ordinance, Mr. Chairman. Given that he's not around at the moment, may we just defer this and perhaps to give time to the members of the Sangguniang to peruse the document. Might as well furnish it first.
Councilor Aris Macaraig is now here.
May I request the Honorable Aris Macaraig to present his proposed ordinance?
Councilor Macaraig, we are now on second reading of your proposed ordinance prohibiting elected officials, local government officials.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This ordinance, initially, it was patterned before the ordinance of the City of Pasig. However, we sort of localized the version by specifying a new prohibited item, which is personal branding. Anti-EPAL ordinance was further improved by the proposal of Honorable Rosales, wherein he specifically in his proposal, he prohibits the posting in social media of government projects and making it appear that the elected government official is the one who funded the government activity, program, or infrastructure. That's why we invited him to be a co-author of the ordinance. Anti-EPAL means the government official is claiming credits, advertising himself personally, and promoting patronage politics, which is one of the causes of corruption and graft in this country. First of all, Mr. Chair, this was already prohibited by the late Honorable Secretary Jess Robredo in 2010. But it did not echo as far as Bicol and as far as Naga City. So that's the need to make it an ordinance, not only in honor of the great Jesse Robredo, but more on to be in keeping with good governance. I also personally wrote the Commission on Audit and asked whether the face of a public official in a tarpaulin in a government program is prohibited or not. And the COA replied, this is an illegal expenditure because the face of a government official in government programs is not necessary. Makakatindog man po ang building maski mayo ang mukha ta. And this gives the wrong notion to the people that we owe the public, we owe the government official the service.
Reactions. Councilor Mendoza.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a query. If the face in a tarpaulin or in a project is inappropriate, how about the physical presence of an official? Let's say in an ayuda distribution program, would that be within the purview of that ordinance?
It's not within the purview, Mr. Chair. It's not able to be facilitating a government program or a government project because that is our sworn duty. But to claim that the project cannot, that the project owes its existence to that public official, that is one being prohibited because the credit goes to the public official, Mr. Chair.
Again, Councilor Mendoza.
The presence of an official is not necessarily facilitating, let's say, the distribution of ayuda. Yaon lang siya dyan, araw ka ito nangyari dyan sa Coliseum, nagdyan si Speaker Romualdez, presence lang. Dahil man siya kaipuan para i-distribute itong ayuda, yaon lang siya duman para ma-i-connect sa iyang pangaran duman sa programa. Is that also prohibited under the ordinance?
It's not prohibited, but if the body wishes that included to prevent the wrong notion of public patronage politics, then I have no objection and I am amenable to that, Mr. Chair.
So, Councilor Mendoza, in our forthcoming Christmas gift giving, all of us will be prohibited from attending such Christmas gift giving.
Mr. Chair, I would propose that we study the details of that provision in the event na that will be included in the proposed ordinance. I am volunteering myself to draft the provision, of course subject to the approval of this body, wherein the official's presence is not necessary for a program to proceed.
That is quite difficult to check. Whether an official is present or not, or whether his presence is needed in a particular activity, I don't know how you will judge that particular setup.
We have a collegial body, the council can decide on how to pass upon that proposal.
Yes, I fully agree with you. And I understand that the principal author of the proposed ordinance agrees with your stand, but you have to clearly come up with a provision. Okay, so in the meantime,
Mr. Chair,
yes,
so as not to delay the approval of that ordinance, I will not insist on my proposal, but later on I may submit the same to the council.
I agree, Mr. Chair. It is difficult. Even I, as a lawyer, is trying to come up with words. But I agree that if your presence is not necessary, that is going within the realms of EPAL. But we in the Sangguniang, we have committees, we have commitments, and we have to deliver. And we have to investigate sometimes, that even attending programs is a form of investigation. But the fact that if the program will not proceed just because you're not yet there, even though you're not part of that the necessary part of that program, then it will go within the realm of EPAL, Mr. Chair. However,
you are amenable to studying that particular provision.
Yes, but this ordinance is already complete now, Mr. Chair. And in a later part, if we can already come up, then we can propose an amendment later on to the ordinance to be passed, Mr. Chair. So I move that if there are no objections, that the anti-EPAL proposed ordinance be...
I think Councilor
Yes.
Jude Jokno has some comments.
Mr. Chair, quick question to the proponent, Mr. Chair. If a person makes a donation to the city government, that would mean it is already government property, right, Mr.
May I speak, Mr. Chair? We have already considered the good Councilor Jokno's donations made to the city, wherein his personal branding, his name, is written all over the trucks and the vehicles. But that is not public fund, Mr. Chair. That is not public fund, that is not funded by the government.
Private
That
donation.
is from a private donation. And even I suggest to the good Councilor Jokno that when he makes a donation, he puts there a specific provision that his name will not be erased in
Yes,
that vehicle. That is also valid, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
What we are considering here is that may kwarta bang hali sa gobyerno na ginastos. None, because this is donation, Mr. Chair. And this is exception to the ordinance.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Any other comment? Yes, Councilor Maria Corazon Peñaflor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Like for example, in our barangay, using tarpaulins to remind our people in barangay. Like for example, saying no to drugs. Are we not permitted to use our names on the tarpaulins?
Councilor Aris?
Ang hilingon ta po, may kwarta bang ginamit hali sa gobyerno? Kang pigpintura tayong no to drugs na yan. If yes, then we cannot claim any credit to that. We cannot put our names on that. So the paint, if that is publicly funded, it will be in violation of this
So the
ordinance.
important consideration here, Councilor Aris, is when funds from the government are being used.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so clear enough. Any other comment? Yes, Councilor Jepson Felix.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a query, Mr. Chair. If this ordinance will be passed, what will be its effect on the branding of Ika Ako Kitaan Naga?
Councilor Aris?
This branding of... This is a public slogan, Mr. Chair, carried by everybody. In fact, nobody benefits from it personally. And in fact, we all agreed to it. Unlike the branding of, Councilor Jokno, it's for himself. But ika, ako, kita, naga, everybody can use it. But I cannot use the branding of Councilor Jokno, because that's personal. It separates the word personal branding from public branding. Ika, ako, kita, naga is a public branding for Naga City, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Councilor Aris. Any other comment? So kindly make the motion now.
If I invite everybody on joint and collective motion, unless you object,
This will be approved on second reading.
that this ordinance anti-EPAL is a pioneering ordinance in Bicol region, be passed on second reading, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
pahabol lang. Paano kung pipasa ko si ordinance, it only applies to city government officials. How about others na government official man?
We limited the coverage to public elected officials of the city of Naga and the barangays, because
Sa mga elected officials.
the non-elected officials, the permanent civil service officials, we can always pwede taman anytime sindang sawayon.
How about the national government officials, the elected national government officials?
I hope we can, Mr. Chair, but we limit our authority to the city government and barangay government only, imposing, because this is no longer within our authority. But government projects from the national government has to comply with our ordinance, meaning we should not see the face of Secretary Dizon in any DPWH project, or any other national government officers, because this also caters patronage, but only for projects within our city, Mr. Chair.
Are you satisfied with the answer of Councilor Aris, Councilor Mendoza?
A law is supposed to apply to everyone without exception. So if this would apply to elected city officials, this should also apply to elected national officials
Yes.
in Naga City. But again, that is just a manifestation for consideration by the author. I'm not insisting that it be included now, Mr. Chair.
So there is a motion.
We don't have authority over them, Mr. Chair,
Okay.
because the funds that they will be using is not our funds, Mr. Chair. But the only penalty actually for them is that the tarpaulin, for example, will be removed. That is the only thing we can do. But to impose penalty to national government officials using an ordinance, the anti-EPAL ordinance, I don't think that's...
Do you have any comment, Councilor Jude?
Quick question, Mr. Chair. What if we find existing EPAL what do we do with that? With those?
To be fair and to have due process, we will inform them to remove,
Thank you.
sir. And without, and if they do not act, then we will implement the ordinance and remove the violating material, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so we have a pending motion from Councilor Aris Macaraig. Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved on second reading.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
I register my abstention to that ordinance, not because I do not support the intent of the ordinance. But I believe that it should apply to everyone.
Okay, so duly noted. Madam Nilda de Guzman,
That's all for the report.
thank you very much. Councilor Nilda de Guzman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Next item, please.
The report of joint hearing of the Committees on Disaster Risk and Resiliency, Laws and Ordinances, Peace and Order, and Public Safety.
Who will be rendering the report? Councilor Aris Macaraig.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I request for the acknowledgement of the report of
Your report is duly acknowledged.
Committee on Disaster, Laws, and Peace and Order. There was no quorum, Mr. Chair, so I request that the body be converted into a committee of the whole, Mr. Chair.
How's that again?
We have no quorum.
No quorum, so we
we
will
move-
have to convene as the committee of the whole.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We have only we have 3 items. Number 1 is the proposed ordinance authored by Honorable Frank Mendoza, reclaiming the easements of creeks, rivers, other waterways within territorial jurisdiction of Naga City, providing for the clearing of illegal structures, obstructions, prohibiting dumping waste, providing violations, establishing implementing mechanism, and providing funds therefore. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Motion of Honorable Frank, seconded by Honorable Gil Rosales. The committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang to defer and wait for the suggestions of the punong barangays. The SP Secretariat is directed to provide
What happened?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, I'm reading
You were reading the wrong report?
in excitement, Mr. Chair. I apologize, Mr. Chair. I
Okay.
move to strike off the record all the previous manifestations, Mr. Chair.
Please.
This is the committee hearing on joint committee hearing of disaster laws and ordinances and the peace and order. And there was a quorum.
Again, your report is duly acknowledged.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We only have one item. The proposed ordinance authored by Honorable Melvin Benafe establishing the Naga City Safety and Resiliency CCTV program. We had a lengthy discussion on this matter, including some technical discussions, Mr. Chair. May I move for the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to return the proposed ordinance to its author for necessary revisions incorporating the recommendations made during the hearing, and to direct the Sangguniang Secretariat to schedule the required public hearing after the revised draft ordinance is submitted by Honorable Buenafe, Mr. Chair. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
that matter refers to CCTV or IP camera system in the city. And I understand that the Honorable Councilor Aris has a similar proposal to avert having 2 ordinances on the same subject matter. May I recommend that the 2 proposed ordinances on CCTV or IP cameras be consolidated into a single ordinance?
Reaction also from Councilor Omar Buenafe.
With due respect to Honorable Mendoza, Mr. Chair, this is actually not the same because in ordinance, authored by Honorable Macaraig, it deals with privately owned cameras. It is about about requiring business establishments to put up CCTV or IP cameras, whereas this ordinance proposed by this representation deals with all government-owned and operated IP cameras or CCTV cameras.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Omar Boniface. Follow-up question, Councilor Mendoza.
With that clarification, Mr. Chair, I withdraw my manifestation.
Okay, thank you. Next item.
The letter dated October 20, 2025 from the City Accountant forwarding the utilization report of Tropical Depression Christine donations as of September 30, 2025.
Reaction? We just take note of the report unless you have some reactions. Okay, noted.
The email from the LGU-Naga University submitting their comments on the proposed ordinance establishing comprehensive governance, data privacy and security, innovation and advancement mechanisms on artificial intelligence technology.
Councilor Aris?
Committee on Information and Technology. This is pending, Mr. Chair.
Okay, we will refer this to the Committee on IT.
The verified answer with respect to administrative case Julito Rasco Idames as complainant versus Joby Capistrano Ido.
Mr. Chair, that should be referred to the Committee on Blue Ribbon.
Okay, so we will refer this to the Blue Ribbon Committee.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Jefferson Romeo B. Felix establishing the Barangay Youth Development Council as the grassroots counterpart of the Naga City Council for Youth Development, defining its structure, composition, functions, and coordinative relationship with the Sangguniang Kabataan, providing funding, implementation mechanisms, and other purposes to strengthen youth participation in local governance.
Councilor Jefferson Felix.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So this proposed ordinance has been approved for second reading last 14th regular session last week. So with this, Mr. Chair, since mayo man pong naging revisions on this, may I now move that we pass this proposed ordinance for third and final reading, Mr. Chair.
So this will be for the third
yes,
and
yes,
final
Mr. Chair.
reading?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So kindly make a motion now.
May I move, Mr. Chair, that we pass this proposed ordinance for third and final reading.
Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Next item, please.
The proposed ordinance of the Honorable Alan Reyes Macaraig and Honorable Juan Angelo Pacao, City Youth Councilor, mandating the use of graduated closed-circuit television security system for business establishments in the city, providing privacy protections, performance monitoring framework, and prescribing penalties for violations thereof.
Councilor Aris.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is the CCTV ordinance for private establishments, Mr. Chair, compared to the proposed CCTV ordinance of Honorable Omar Benefe, which is for the public buildings and institutions. This ordinance for the private establishments basically will require private establishments to comply with the minimum CCTV requirements or IP system as particularized by Honorable Mendoza. And the private establishments were classified into high risk medium risk, and basic risk, and minimal risk. Minimal risk establishments is found in section 3.1. It's in the bottom. This minimal risk, more on voluntary compliance. Sari-sari store, small neighborhood shop, home-based businesses, ambulant vendors, agricultural processing facilities, cooperative enterprises. They are not mandatorily required, but only voluntarily. However, Class A, B, and C, high, medium, and basic risk, they are required to comply with the ordinance. Class A, banks, rural banks, financial institutions, pawn shops, money remittance, jewelry, precious metal dealers, government buildings, and public service offices. But this is subject of the ordinance of honorable benefit. Hospitals and major medical facilities, hotels and lodging establishments with 20 plus rooms. Usually, may mga buy-bust po nangyayari sa mga apod-tangan mga check-inan. But there's no CCTVs. Some other crimes like suicide reported happens, but no CCTVs within the vicinity of the lodging establishment. Shopping malls, major retail centers, gasoline stations, and fuel distribution facilities. Wala din po silang CCTVs. Igwa ang iba mayo. Why is it important? Why is it high risk? Because usually, ang mga criminal pass by gasoline stations for refueling. And they can be a good lead for solving crimes, as well as to protect the gasoline stations. Because many gasoline stations operate 24 hours. They have convenience stores operating also 24 hours. So we classified it as high risk. Class B, pag high risk po kaya mas dakol ang required na cameras. Basically, that's the difference. And Class B, restaurants, food service establishment, convenience store, grocery store, pharmacy, drugstore, educational institutions, private only. Kadakol po kitang eskwelahan, pero kadaklan dyan din, mayo pong CCTV. But every day, they accommodate students, minors, for that matter, mayo pong protection sa tuyo mga kaakian. Internet cafes, gaming establishments, transportation terminals, and parking facilities, automotive service centers and dealerships, entertainment venues, bars, KTV, etc. Class C is the basic risk. Small retail stores, specialty shops, beauty salon, and barber shops. May naghapot po kang committee hearing if we can base the CCTV not from the number of employees or persons visiting. But pinaliwanag naman po na, for example, barber shop, kung saro man lang ang barbero dyan, di one employee, di ikuta sa required ng CCTV. But, ano po ang kapot kang barbero? It's a dangerous weapon. It can be considered dangerous weapon. So we need to protect our people. Not because saro lang ang tao sa sarong establishment, dahil na siya dapat mag-CCTV. That is why we base the ordinance from risk, not from the number of people. Professional offices and clinics, small-scale manufacturing facilities, boarding houses, and apartels are required. Now, in this ordinance, Mr. Chair, this is flexible because we understand that technology is always updating, upgrading, evolving. So, there is a need for a technical working group. In this ordinance, there is a technical working group composed of it's in section 8.2. The PSO, the City Information Technology Office, a member from the Chamber of Commerce, a representative from the NCPC, an academic or professional technical expert, the City Legal Office, the PNP City Director, a representative from the Liga ng mga barangay, and such other stakeholders appointed by the City Mayor upon endorsement by the TWG. So the TWG actually adjusts if necessary, the requirements of the ordinance. They can recommend addition to the risk qualification. They can remove risk qualifications. So the TWG will basically answer to the changes of the times, Mr. Chair, so that the ordinance will not be obsolete. We have also required the comment from the City Legal Office, and they actually exhaustively reviewed the ordinance, and they emphasized on the need to secure data privacy compliances. That's why it's in the ordinance, the strict compliance of data privacy. Lastly, Mr. Chair, this has a penalty structure. It is graduated, meaning there's a first violation, second violation, and third violation. The third violation is 5,000 pesos and a fine, and the business permit will be subject for suspension proceedings. In the suspension proceedings, it is also outlined here, and even it contains an appeal process. So the establishment can appeal the suspension proceedings to the Office of the City Mayor. There is also a compliance timeline and implementation. So Class A, for example, banks should have complied with the ordinance 45 days after the expiration of the transition period. So what is the transition period? The transition period is found in Section 18. 6 months transition period upon effectivity of the ordinance. So, within 6 months after naging effective na po ang ordinance, they have to comply with the requirements of the ordinance. Even then, they are still given 45 days from expiration before they could be held in violation of the ordinance if they did not comply. So it's 6 months plus 45 days on Class A, 6 months plus 30 days Class B, and 6 months only for Class C. This is because the requirements and numbers of CCTVs to be installed is greater for Class A and lesser for Class C. And for voluntary, of course, there's no deadline. Even then, Mr. Chair, we still have an extension of 30 days. Kung di pa talaga makakomply, but they will have to ask for it, and they will have to be given a permit after the deadlines have already has been consumed. That would be all for the highlights of the CCTV ordinance. And afterwards, Mr. Chair, after all has been consumed, all deadlines compliance, for year 2027, if your business establishment is covered by this ordinance, you will have to first show compliance to the CCTV ordinance before you will be given a business permit. That would happen in 2027, Mr. Chair.
Reactions? Comments? Councilor Mendoza.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a matter of nomenclature. The reference in the ordinance is on CCTV cameras. That refers to closed-circuit television. But the specifications in the same ordinance indicates that those are digital, or more properly, IP cameras. So, if the author would agree, may I propose that we can make the description generic because CCTV are not digital, those are analog. And we can just mention digital cameras.
Reaction from the principal author, Councilor Aris.
Instead of CCTV, we rename it into digital cameras.
Yes, Mr. Chair, because at present, we no longer use analog cameras. So even the cheapest camera are digital already.
I agree with the proposal of Councilor Mendoza.
So you will be revising that particular item?
It's just a matter of changing the CCTV name, Mr.
Okay.
Just a matter of just the name, but not anything else, Mr. Chair. I agree, Mr. Chair.
Any other comment? Reactions?
Mr. Chair, can we keep the title?
Yeah, I believe you will have to change the title.
With the proposal of Councilor
Yeah,
Frank,
given that particular
can we keep the
proposal.
title as CCTV ordinance? Because it is like a generic thing already. Not to be too particular or correct, but it retains to the mind even of the masses that the word CCTV is something that monitors, not regardless of what is it made of. It has already attained the household name of CCTV.
CCTV. Councilor Mendoza.
I agree with the statement
Just
of the
title.
good councilor. Considering the toothpaste are now called, have previously been called as Colgate. But we can just include a definition wherein it is understood that when we are stating CCTV,
Okay.
it refers either to IP or digital cameras. And
Okay.
this is not, this should not hinder the approval of the ordinance, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Just an addition to to section 2.1, Mr. Chair. The
Yes,
comment
Councilor
of-
Reyes.
So can I still submit this for second reading, Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
If it is a simple matter of definition, I think the ordinance can already proceed on third reading,
On
provided
second.
that the corrections would be included.
I think this is
Thank you.
on second reading.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Are there any objections or comments?
No
Mr.
other comments, so you can make the motion now.
I move respectfully to the Honorable 15 Sangguniang Panlungsod the approval on second reading of the proposed CCTV ordinance.
Any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
The email from Disruptive WTE Technologies with the proposed biopower integrated WTE technology that will help address the city's current concern in regulating the proper handling and disposal of used oil and grease trap in all establishments.
Any comment? Councilor Baldimoro? Councilor Baldimoro.
May I move, Mr. Chair, to refer this matter to the Committee on Environment.
Yes, we will refer this matter to the Committee on Environment.
New business, the endorsement from the Trimobile Task Force endorsing the applications for transfer of Trimobile franchise.
Yes, Councilor Baldimoro.
Item number 21, Mr. Chair, was not discussed. The Kamsur Multipurpose Co-op.
Item number 21. Mr. Secretary.
It was already discussed in the committee report of the People Empowerment and Good Governance.
Okay, so we proceed to the new business.
New business, the endorsement from the Trimobile Task Force endorsing the applications for transfer of Trimobile franchise.
Committee on Transport.
The letter dated October 15 from Gerald Rito, Barangay at Punong Barangay of Concepcion Grande, transmitting resolution number 53 and endorsing proposed amendments to Naga City Ordinance 2022-049.
Committee on Social Development.
The proposed ordinance, Honorable Jesse R. Albius and Senior Citizen Councilor Simeon Adan Jr., recognizing, organizing, accrediting, and integrating the informal waste sector in the city's solid waste
Laws
management
and
system.
ordinances.
The proposed ordinance, Honorable Francisco M. Mendoza and Senior Citizen Councilor Corazon Milano, establishing the Muslim Affairs Unit under the Lingkod Barangay Office of the City Government.
Laws and ordinances.
Letter dated September 30 from Engineer Maria Amoroso, Regional Director, Department of
Just a
Social-
moment,
Mr. Chair.
Secretary. Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
I suggest it be referred to the Committee on Organizational Development,
Do we have a committee on organizational development?
Reorganization.
Okay. So we will refer this to the Committee on Reorganizational Development.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Francisco M. Mendoza, Senior Citizen Councilor Corazon Milano,
Establishing
okay.
the Muslim Affairs Reorganizational Development.
the letter dated September 30, 2025, Engineer Maria Amoroso, Regional Director, Department of Human Settlement and Urban Development, referring to the approval of alteration of plans
Land use.
requested by LYIR. The letter dated October 16, 2025, Honorable City Mayor, containing her budget message for the proposed 2026 annual budget of the
Committee
city government.
on Appropriation.
The proposed ordinance.
Yes, Councilor Rosales.
Last flag ceremony, or yesterday, the city mayor manifested that the budget was already submitted to the Sangguniang. However, upon perusing the document, there is no budget yet attached, only the budget message.
Ghost budget?
We don't have the proposed budget yet, from the which is supposedly part where this budget message should be part of.
So we have to request the mayor's office to transmit the 2026 budget to the Sangguniang Panlungsod.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Meaning, as of now, we still don't have the proposed 2026 budget?
Not on record that it is submitted to the Sangguniang, Mr. Chairman. Only the budget message. So, Mr. Chairman, I think it is premature for us to accept this. Another thing, Mr. Chairman, I don't think we have already approved the annual investment plan for 2026, which should be the basis of this budget.
Okay, so what will be the final motion for that?
I believe, Mr. Chairman, we must return this. My opinion, if we accept this as submitted today, we will put on record that there was a budget submitted to the Sangguniang without an approved annual investment plan.
So we will inform the city mayor that the 2026 budget has not yet been submitted to the Sangguniang Panlungsod.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, and that we must inform them that the annual investment plan must be approved first by the Sangguniang.
Yes, kindly take note, Mr. Secretary.
Okay. So the motion, Mr. Chairman, is to
Yes.
return it to the city mayor's office.
Yes, please.
I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Any second?
Second.
Reaction, Councilor Mendoza.
Mr. Chair, I understand that the budget is already prepared, but it was not properly bound. I've asked the budget office to deliver the same to the Sangguniang, even if not I told them to submit the budget in whatever condition it is, provided it is already approved by the city mayor.
Yes, but as Councilor Oying Rosales said a while ago, the budget, the actual budget, the 2026 hard copy of the budget has not been transmitted to the Sangguniang Panlungsod. Is that correct, Councilor Rosales?
Yes, Mr. Chair. And we do not have yet an approved AIP for 2026.
And we still don't have an approved AIP. Okay, so kindly make the motion.
So my motion, Mr. Chairman, is to return the budget to the City Mayor's office with the manifestations mentioned.
Okay. Any second? Councilor Baldimoro.
Chair, if the proponent is amenable, instead of returning the submitted budget message, we just request to the city mayor to submit the other document needed for the budget hearing. Instead of returning the submitted budget message, just to require the city mayor's office to submit the entire annual budget.
So in other words, we will not return this budget message, but we will just request the submission of the actual hard copy of the budget. Okay?
My concern, Mr. Chairman, is that the AIP, which is the basis of the budget, has not yet been approved by the Sangguniang. The budget merely operationalizes the approved annual investment plan. So my concern is if we accept it now, we will put on record that the budget was submitted to the Sangguniang without basis, without an approved AIP.
Okay. I got your point. So, Councilor Mendoza, the long-time budget officer of NAGA.
I support the manifestation of Councilor Elmer Baldimoro. At any rate, we are not yet approving the annual budget, so there is still time to receive and approve the annual investment plan. So I would support and put it in a motion, Mr. Chair, the proposal of Councilor Elmer
But
Baldimoro.
Councilor Rosales has a previous motion.
If I may reiterate my concern, Mr. Chairman, the budget which is submitted and proposed by the executive should have already been based on an approved AIP. So we cannot just say that since the budget has not yet been approved, we can still accept an AIP later on. Because the moment it is submitted to the Sangguniang for authority, the budget should have already been, the proposed executive budget should have already been based on an approved AIP.
Okay. A reaction from Councilor Baldimoro.
May I move, Mr. Chair, for...
Councilor Rosales still has the previous motion.
My motion, Mr. Chair, is for a 2-minute recess. 2-minute recess, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, in order for the Committee on Appropriations to look at the document submitted, may we just refer it to them first and let them make the disposition on the matter.
Okay, thank you. Councilor Oying Rosales. The Chairman of the Committee on Appropriations, Councilor Elmer Baldimoro.
Mr. Chair, may I move that the submitted document be referred to the Committee on Appropriation.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Melvin Ramon G. Binafe establishing the Naga City Safety and Resiliency Internet Protocol Cameras Program with citywide monitoring covering crime-prone, traffic congestion-prone, flood-prone, and fire-prone areas as well as critical infra and public congregation spaces.
Public safety.
The letter dated October 6, 2025 of Mr. Marvin Almario, Guro sa Pananaliksik, Naga Parochial School, informing of the selection and qualification of 2 teams of the students to participate and present the research paper in the International Seminar Training. The undated letter of Mr. Melvin Del Puerto, NCF Board of Trustee, providing a program proposal for the offering of Certified Nursing Assistant Program by the Naga College Foundation Incorporated, expressing the desire.
We will refer this to the Committee on Health.
The email from Tiger Terra Transport Corporation for collaboration on electric vehicles and charging stations.
Committee on Transport.
The proposed ordinance of the Honorable Alan Ray C. Macaraig mandating the identification of rice planted, harvested, and sold within the territorial
Committee on Agriculture.
The city. The letter dated October 10, 2025. Requesting financial assistance
Who
from
will
the
be
Naga College Foundation.
giving the financial assistance? We take note of that.
The annual budget of Barangay Lerma for 2020.
Committee on Appropriations.
Also the annual budget of Barangay San Francisco.
Committee on Appropriations.
Other matters, the letter dated October 20, 2025 from Ms. Maribek Vargas Valanci, President, Naga City Gender and Development Council, submitting the
Noted.
representative.
Mr. Chair.
Councilor Nathan Serio, please.
Thank you. Earlier this morning, at the start of our session, I made a privileged speech emphasizing the need for preparedness in case a strong earthquake strikes the city. And I requested that maybe we can, the Sangguniang Oversight Committee can convene and ask the CDRMO chief to apprise us on the preparedness in case this disaster happens in Naga. So I'd like to know what is the pleasure of this August chamber insofar as that matter is concerned.
Yes, Councilor Balimoro.
Instead of the Oversight Committee, could we just invite the DRRM head on our next regular session?
Invite the...
That will be okay, pero baka kung nagmamadali kita kadakol matters, permi ang Sangguniang, bad kasi kadakol na mga ihapot, kakakanang kita kadakol na oras sa sesyon. So, medyo baka awad-awad na time ang itautan sa na pagpapaliwanag kang mga plano asan anong mga concerns taman katakod ken.
Yeah, we believe of the need to discuss that matter, but it should not be referred to the Oversight Committee. To the Committee on... Yes, Councilor Baldimoro.
Mr. Chair, we understand that this is urgent, but we could send an early notice to our CDRRMO head and to prepare a presentation. And the important, it is important, Mr. Chair, to be held in our regular session so that the public could watch the presentation.
Okay, reaction from Councilor Aris Macaraig.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The CDRRMO is ready to present. Actually, we tackled that in a meeting with all the departments and department heads 2 weeks ago, and they have already made a plan of action. And actually, up to now, they are conducting earthquake drills and considering all possible
So are you
incidents.
saying, Councilor Aris, that the CDRMMO is ready to present?
They are ready
the
anytime,
plan?
Mr. Chair. But we need to give them ample time. So, I mean, not now, but they are ready to present that, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Secretary, we will invite the CDRMMO to present the comprehensive plan vis-a-vis earthquakes and other natural calamities. Kindly prepare the necessary communication.
Yes, Mr. So that will be next session. That will be next session. Thank you.
Next week, next regular session. Next item, please.
Copy of Resolution Number 2025-002, the Senior Citizen Sangguniang Panlungsod, requesting the local government unit of Naga to provide this nameplate as token for the 2025 Senior Citizen City Officials of the Sangguniang Panlungsod.
Reaction from Councilor Ilo. Okay, we just take note of that.
Copy of Resolution Number 2025-001 of the Senior Citizen Sangguniang Panlungsod, requesting the local government unit to provide financial assistance for the celebration of the golden wedding anniversary of senior citizens.
We take note of that.
Copy of Resolution Number
Councilor Baldimoro, will you be celebrating every golden wedding anniversary?
Mr. Chair, as chairman of the Committee on Social Development, and part of that is the Committee for Senior Citizens, may I request to refer this matter to the Committee on Social Development?
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion of Councilor Elmer Baldimoro is approved. Next item,
Copy
please.
of Resolution Number 2025-14 from the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation, requesting the Honorable Jefferson Romeo B. Felix and the Committee on Women, Gender and Development, chaired by Honorable Gail Abunar Gomez, to prohibit the conduct, permitting, or sponsorship of public events in the city that mock, humiliate, or denigrate women and LGBTQIA+ persons, such as Barakong Magayon or similarly styled events, and to establish clear permitting guidelines, monitoring mechanisms, and sanctions consistent with national law, the city's anti-SOGI ordinance, and the constitutional guarantees of human dignity, equality, and safety.
Reaction from Councilor Gail Abunal Gomez.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we already have a specific provision on this under the Gender and Development Code. So we will write the SK Chair, CK Mendoza, or the Federation to update them on the on our response to this
Noted.
concern.
Next item.
Nominal voting.
Councilor Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, there was a manifestation earlier about the rationale of having a nominal voting. So perhaps in the next session, I will submit clarification about it in the rules. Or perhaps we might as well do away with it if there's no reason for it at all. So, Mr. Chairman, anyway, may I move to transfer all resolutions and ordinances to nominal voting and approve this statement. Move to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
Adjourn. Nominal voting. Sa third and final reading ko lang. Pag may nag-object,
Okay lang.
voting.